Hello everybody, Gisele Grenier here. In this product demonstration, I'm going to be doing a color swatch paper with the new DecoArt Holographic Illusions holographic glitter paint. That's a mouthful. So what I was kind of inspired by trying this product out because some of the pieces that I saw on the DecoArt website, and it was quite interesting. So anytime I try out new products, I always create a swatch card. Sorry, let me reverse that. Anytime I try out new paint products, I create swatch cards. That way I can see what they look like. So in this particular lesson, I'm going to be working on black paper. I'll talk about that in a second because that's apparently where the colors really pop. Now, I already did a video on a product demonstration on the DecoArt Americana Enchanted paints, and what I found that I wasn't thrilled with, but hang on, what I wasn't thrilled with was priming the paper with the DecoArt Americana Enchanted Ultra Black Base Coat paint. Typically what you're going to be doing is creating home decor pieces where you're going to paint the whole thing with the actual paint. Where I was creating the swatch cards where some of the black was showing, and I didn't like the finish of this. That doesn't mean this is wrong. It's just I didn't like the finish on the plain paper because the paper soaked up all the product. So normally, you wouldn't be doing it on, cheap sketching paper. So I want to clarify that now. So what I did, because I love the finish of this, I won't be able to turn this. Hang on a second. So what I did is, again, on cheap sketchbook paper, I primed it with 3 coats of DecoArt Chalky Gesso, the black. Because this gesso is usually more economical than using black paint, but really use what you want. So in other videos, I'm going to be working on swatch cards on different colored base coats, but right now, because the wow factor is on black. So I created some pieces here, and so I don't know if you can see this one here. That's the ultra black. See how it's kind of seems like it's not flat, whereas the chalky gesso has a nice flat finish. But again, I'm going to be doing some pieces where everything's covered. So working on black, that's where you see the colors pop. And just to give you an example, these are the ones I did in the lesson using the Enchanted line, the Enchanted Shimmer on black. Because when it goes on the palette paper, you don't see, like, it doesn't look like there's actual color there. Let me just flip this around. All right, so I'm not going to bother painting it with the Ultra Black Base Coat paint. There's no need. So I'm not even going to tell you what the colors are yet, but just want to put out the colors. So these colors here have glitter inside, and it's much finer. So it's chunkier than the shimmer, but not as chunky as the Galaxy Glitter, which is another line that I thought I'd try. I went to Michael's yesterday because I went out and bought some pieces. Michael's didn't have a heck of a lot, but I went to the dollar store, bought some pieces to experiment with on these. But at Michael's, they have all the colors here, and I thought, oh, they're so pretty. And so that really kind of gave me some ideas of what I could do. And what I was surprised is that they didn't have a lot of decor pieces to paint. Maybe it's because of where, maybe where I'm living. We don't have a lot of stuff up here on the mountain. I live in Canada, so that could be why. All right, so just a flat brush. So you can see that this to me on the palette is not inspiring whatsoever. Okay, so let me call out the colors. So again, this is the Holographic Illusions holographic glitter paint. So this is Crystal Ball, Mystic Black, Enchanted Blue, Dazzling Teal, Green Potion, and Magic Gold. So just from those names, what kind of comes up with some ideas of things that you can paint? Halloween, mystical stuff, goth, all that stuff. Even maybe some steampunk. So let me go in and we're going to create our swatch cards. So I'm thinking, okay, well, I've got 6. So let's just create invisible lines here. Yeah, that worked out well. On black paper, this stuff just really stands out. And I'm looking here and I'm thinking that there's a lot of glitter in here, but it's flat glitter. It's not chunky glitter. So let me just put one layer on here because I'm going to also create a layer, another layer. Okay, so that's interesting. All right, because I can see a lot of the paper underneath. So let me rinse my brush. And let me get another paper towel. So I can see where you are painting on black that these really stand out. So it's very similar to the Enchanted line where the black just contrasts the color quite a bit. Okay, so this is the Mystic Black. Now I'm wondering, with the colors, is the actual binder inside what has the colors in it? Because I am still seeing some of the glitter is different colors, like with this one here. So okay, well, we all know that what acrylics go down wet, that's not what it looks like when it's dry. All right, so that's that. This crystal ball is really vibrant. Okay, well, let's get into the Enchanted Blue. Like I said, as wet paints, they are not appealing at all. Ooh. Oh, I like that. Now, again, we have to wait for this to dry. so although this part here is a little boring, I'm not going to skip it because this way you can see what it looks like wet, and then when it's dry, what it looks like. That way, if you decide that you like the look, then you can pick it up. You don't have to see the finished. You don't have to see the finished piece because you don't see how the process of it being transformed. Okay, so you can see that there's a missing glitter right here, missing paint. So I'm going to go in, put a little bit more in there. Okay, and what's next? Dazzling Teal. So these are getting into the colors that I like. I'm just going to mix that up a little bit, load the brush. Now, when we're working with the last lesson on the Enchanted line, you needed very little paint. I only had to, in the end, just load my brush halfway on one side to create the swatch card. But this one here seems you have to load a little bit more because you're working with the actual glitter. There's physical additives into the paint. So you have to use a little bit more. All right, so that's going on there. And I'm pretty sure drying time will be affected based on the environment right now. This will be the last video for today. It is so flipping hot right now. This will probably dry very quickly. You can see that it's already starting to, as the binder starts to dry out, what you're left with. So far right now, I'm not seeing much difference between these two. All right, Green Potion. And then when I'm done doing this, I'm going to, which I should have done, is read the back of the bottle for you. Mia started barking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just realized that I painted this twice. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. I screwed that up. Okay, so let me go into the gold. Let that dry, and then I'll have to paint that again. I was too busy talking. I want to take this time to thank you guys for all the emails that I'm getting for, with videos that you want to see. If I have the products, because I'm a DecoArt helping artist, so you guys know that my primary focus is working with DecoArt. If I have the product, I will do the demonstration. If I don't have the product, I can get it, whether I do it from Michael's or directly at DecoArt's website. So if I don't have it, and if I can get it, I'll get it. The one thing I won't do, though, is I'm not going to spend $30 in shipping to order it from, someplace outside of Canada. All right, so this looks like the green. Did I? No, maybe I did do this one. I'm looking here, I'm seeing this is like a perfect puddle, but no, it is the green. All right, so looking at this now, so this really is glitter paint, but I don't know if the glitter is actually colored or if it's the binder that's changing the color of the glitter. I don't know. But let's just go into the back of the bottle. Let me just read this to you. Give projects the magic of a true holographic glitter paint that combines sparkle and shine with light refracting rainbow of colors. Yay. So shake well, apply with a soft flat brush, allow to dry before adding additional coats. For more intense color, apply over a similar DecoArt acrylic paint color or black. Water-based permanent soap and water cleanup. For additional product information and projects, visit DecoArt.com. Okay, so that'll have to be for another demonstration, is if I take these colors, so the black is already painted on black. If I paint Crystal Ball on white paper, Enchanted Blue on blue paper, Dazzling Teal on teal, Green Potion on green, and Magic Gold Essay on gold metallic. That would be interesting to see what it would look like. So what I'm going to do now, as I do with a lot of tests, and this is on paper so it's safe, is I'm going to take my heat gun, hold it up 12 inches high, and speed up the drying time to see how well this dries with heat. Okay, so what's not happening is glitter flying all over the place. So that's the problem that I have when I use like the glamour dust. If I put glamour dust over, let's say, matte medium, it flies all over the place. So we still a little bit tacky. And I'm putting my hand here because if my hand can stand the heat, it's fine. But if it's too hot, then I have to pull the heat gun away from the paper. All right, so that's, I'm gonna wait a couple of seconds. Okay, so it's touch dry, but I can feel it's still a little bit tacky. So that's what we've got. Holy, look at that. Look at the way that that shines. Wow. Not that one. This. Holy moly. So off the bat, the colors I am not impressed with on black paper is the Crystal Ball and Mystic Black. This is really subtle, but it's the vibrancy of these ones here. Holy moly. Now, can you guys tell which one's going to be my favorite? Which is going to be my favorite? That one and that one. These two are my favorite. Wow, these are beautiful. Look at that. But see how, now, whoops, where are we? My video is upside down. So look at these two. And I'm just going to tilt these to get rid of that frickin' glare. There we go, right here. How the different pieces are just refracting that light. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to apply another layer, but I'm going to let that one air dry because I want to see what it's going to be like. What's the chances that speeding up the drying time with the heat gun affected how it dried, or how it's shining? Maybe it needs to dry naturally. Okay, so let's put that there. Okay, like that. Blot that out. The other thing is to test is, okay, how much, when I'm using my brush, when I'm cleaning it out, do I have a little bit too much water left in my brush? So I'm going to put quite a bit on here. I'm going to let it dry naturally and then see what it looks like. Now by the time that this piece is done, you will have seen a project that I already did using a skull model that I found at the dollar store. And just to give you guys some ideas of projects that you can do. I do a lot of, I'm talking now because this is tedious, but I do a lot of how to and practical theory stuff, color mixing, all that stuff. But I've been getting some recently, because you guys probably didn't know that Joe and I are actual website designers. That's what we do full time, and I've just before COVID hit. Yep, you got to get a COVID conversation going. Just before COVID hit, that when Joe and I went to the Bahamas, because we travel there quite a bit pre-COVID, we were talking about where I wanted to pivot and do something different. We're still doing the art thing, but I wanted to help, you know, other people, other artists, you know, monetize their passion. Monetizing mean make money from it. Then when COVID hit, and then I was getting an influx of emails from a lot of artists, and I would like to say from you guys, but I don't know where they were coming from, where they were saying, okay, well, with COVID, you know, I've lost my job, or, you know, blah, 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 blah. You know, how can I sell my art? How can I do this? How can I do that? So then I thought to Joe, said, you know, this is, the universe is telling me something here. So what I'm leaning now towards is you know, is going to be more visible this year is going to do a lot of these product demonstrations, but I'm going to do some samples of pieces that you can do to resell to make some money, because, you know, like I'm in Ontario, Canada, and we are getting into our fourth wave. And I'm not going to get political about it, but, you know, Joe and I are blessed that we've been self-employed, working from home for 25 years. We've been together 27 years. Joe corrected me on that yesterday. And so just, you know, if you love art and, you know, if you have a chance of making money from it, why not? There's nothing wrong with that. You're earning a living. So that's where a lot of my upcoming videos are going to be geared towards. I'm going to be doing demonstrations, swatches, color mixes, and then, you know, and they're all going to be separate videos because I don't want them to be super long, but to how to practically apply this stuff, and especially creating pieces that you can sell and make some money from it. And you can sell from Etsy, and you can sell from, you know, have a Shopify website. A shameless plug where by the time you watch this, it might not be ready, but I'm creating a package where you can have your own web page, and that it's DIY, so it'll be very, very inexpensive for you to apply. Because with Etsy, although it's great, there's so much stuff on there. You're competing with so many people, and you don't own the platform. So if they make changes, you have no choice. You have to conform to their changes. Whereas if you have your own website where you're selling your handmade goods and stuff, you own it. You don't have to conform to anything. So you're going to start seeing a bit of a shift in how I do some of my lessons. And then I rely on feedback from you guys. So you got to let me know what you want to see. And then if you do, you know, if you are looking at, you know, monetizing your love for art, then just reach out. I mean, it doesn't cost anything to send an email, just ask some questions. But I just want to see you guys really, you know, if you like doing art for a hobby, that's fine, no problem. But if you want to make some money off it, then I want to help you do that as economically and as fast as possible, so you can, you know, depending on where you are in the world, how things are hitting you COVID-wise. All right, so I can really see now the colors really popping with this second layer. I'm going to let this dry naturally now. And so with the glitter, I'm also noticing that it comes up in chunks. And is that good or bad? Well, I don't know. Like, is it supposed to be solid? I don't know. Is it supposed to be where black shows through? I don't know. I'm liking the idea of the black showing through. When I look at this, especially this one here, so this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the Dazzling Teal Geodes. This to me reminds me of Geodes. This one here. This one and maybe this one. The one I'm kind of disappointed in is this one here. I thought it was going to be more thickness with the white, but you know what? I don't know. I don't know. Again, this is just my first time experimenting with this, so we'll have to see what happens when this dries. And then again, by the time you guys see this, if you see it early enough, if you have, once we see what it looks like, if you have an idea of what you'd like to see for a project, comment below on what you'd like to see painted with these pieces. I do have an idea of what I'm looking for, and we do have to go out to Home Depot, so I want to see what they have there for stuff that I can upcycle. Not going to Value Village for there because, you know, that's a really busy store, and you know, COVID and stuff. Dollar store, the one I went to yesterday, didn't have anything, so I can go to another one to see what they have. But let me know what you'd like to see painted with this once this is dry, just to see what we can do out of this. And ideally, it's something not like just like a painting, but an actual home decor piece that you can turn around and sell. Holy cow. Look at that. Now, I don't want to show you this, okay, because it's like really vibrant. So I'm going to tilt this onto its side. I'm going to take the actual light, overhead light I have, and I'm just going to move the light. Let's see if I can do this. Oh. There we go. So I just move the light so you can see a little bit more of the actual finish. Look at that. Oh, let me turn that upside down so you can see the black now. Wow. This I didn't expect. I didn't expect it to be that pretty. And the one where I was kind of not sure about, yeah, it turned out nice. So that's the crystal ball. Okay, let me just move the light back because I can't do this with one hand. All right, so crystal ball, mystic black, blue, enchanted blue, dazzling teal. I lied. We got too many paints here. There we go. Sorry. Let's try this again. There we go. Okay, so turn these to make sure that I get it right. Where I'm getting confused is that this Holographic Illusions Enchanted Blue is also, you know, this line is enchanted. So DecoArt probably should have came up with another color name for that. But crystal ball, mystic black, enchanted blue, dazzling teal, green potion, and magic gold. Okay, my favorite, now that it's dried with a couple layers, is dazzling teal. I love this. Oh my god. But look how it's changing. Look how it's changing color. I mean, oh, that's beautiful. Now, I am not a fan of glitter paint, but I am loving this now. I don't know if you can see. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Look at some of, where are we? Look at some of the big hits of shimmer there. Some of the big things there. Look at that. Right? Where did it go? My video is upside down. This one here. This one here. There's some real nice big hits. Wow. I mean, look at this angle. So gold, green. That's the teal, enchanted blue, mystic black, and the white. So if I flip it the other way, but look at how the colors change. Look at that. Oh my god, that is gorgeous. But of all of them, the effect of the refraction, the way the light's refracting off the things, I'm loving this one the most, the mystic black. Wow. All right. So what do you think, you guys? Can you picture yourself painting something with these? I don't know. Home decor piece or something. And I'm going to actually, I was inspired by a project that was on the DecoArt website, but creating a geode rock. And those things are really great because rocks are all unique. So where I live on Hamilton Mountain along the escarpment, I can get all these beautiful pieces of escarpment rock, and I can create a unique looking whether it's like a broken agate or a geode or something, I can use that to create something. So I can use these paints to create, these will be the crystal crevices, like where the crystal part is. Now I am going to be doing another video on the galaxy glitter, which will be interesting how that turns out. Because I'm thinking even that might be great for the crevices where in geodes those hard crystals, that would be there. But I'm already envisioning these two. Okay, so the crystal ball Mystic Black for something like even a little stone. Again, galaxy inspired. I can picture that. Maybe a shooting star coming across. Oh, an artist trading, because Joe and I went out, we got these, well, we didn't, he picked these microscopic little wood pieces. They're tiny. He said, do something with these. He's not being mean, he's just challenging me. But imagine something like an artist trading card painted with that, with this little shooting star coming out that's painted, let's say white or bright yellow. Maybe a silhouette of something down here. Oh. Okay, I gotta do that. But yeah, this is really, this is not what I expected. But I think to get the full beauty out of these paints, you have to let some of that black show through. Otherwise, it's no different than just putting matte medium and then, let's say, pouring, a layer of glamour dust on there. There's nothing. So you need to see some of the black showing through. Yeah, this is beautiful. All right, so let me know what you think. If this is something that you might, I'm not saying something you might try doing this, but could you see yourself, do you like doing glitter stuff, and could you see yourself maybe upcycling some pieces to give as gifts or to resell to earn some cash using, these paints? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And if there's something specific you'd like me to try, let me know. And if I've got it, I'll try it. If I don't have it, I'll do my best to get it. All right, so until I see you in the next lesson, stay inspired.